Right, I'm just going to run through how to download a dataset from EES that's API activated straight into Excel. So this is looking at one of the larger files that have gone out through the API so far. So this file's 1 gigabyte. It's got a lot of data in there, 3 million rows, almost 4 million rows. So Excel will struggle with the entirety of that, given that the Excel has a limit of around about a million rows. So how can you load this or sub a cut of this into Excel? Best way is to go through our API, which is new functionality we've added. So I'm just in Excel here. I'm going to start a blank workbook, and so we can connect to the API. Basically, connect straight into EES from Excel. Go through data, get data, and then we want other sources, and we want from the web. So that'll open up a dialog where we can fill in a URL, and so for that we need the URL for the actual file. So you can see that dialog's come up now. So this is the datasets page on EES. So attainment by region, local authority, and pupil characteristics. We can see it's an API dataset because it's got this ID. So if we scroll down here, we have some examples of how we can connect to it. So easiest way in Excel is to grab this. So the download dataset is CSV, and that's this URL here. So I'm just going to copy and paste that into there, and I'm going to click OK. And now it's going to download a preview of the dataset. So it's just connecting up to EES. There we go. So very quickly now we see we've got a quick preview of the dataset. It's only, I think, 20 rows that it's showing there or so. What I'm going to do is transform data, because we don't want to download all of this, we just want a cut. So if we do transform data, it comes up with this dialog box here, and this should look fairly familiar in terms of, like, if you switch Excel to being able to filter and things, you get this kind of stuff. So we have a drop down here. At the moment we're only seeing 1 year in the time period. We can change that by clicking load more, and then it's going to go and search the entire of the whole of the data set to find what other years are there. So this might take a little bit of time depending on the size of the file. So this is one of the bigger ones, so it's going to take a little bit of time for it to just go and check everything that's in there. So there we go. We've now got all the time periods that are available in this file. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select 24-25, and I'll click OK, and that will filter us down now to just that year. There we go. We can see that's found 24-25 years now. I'll put in another couple of selections as well. Let's say I'm not interested in the ethnicity breakdowns. So let's switch this one. I just want total. I'll click OK on that one, and that will just filter that down to just total. So once you've made your selections, maybe you just want to select the latest time period and get everything. You can do that, or maybe you want to break it down further. Once you've got all that sorted, you can then go and click close and load. And then it will download that into Excel. There we go, that close dialog box. You can see it's doing a few things now. Let's expand this. So you can see now you get an update of what it's downloading. It'll run through that, and then you'll see the data in here. And there we go, it's just starting to load the rows in now. It's just doing the last little bit of the file to make sure it gets everything. So it's having to download the full file, and then it's running a query to filter down to just the rows that you want. Here we go, so it's just, you can see here it's just processing, load it into the window. There we go. So now we have 64,000 rows of data after those couple of selections that I just made. And there we go, you can see we've got the different regions in there, and all the data's there.